Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to follow up with some of the videos I made last week as far as toxic family members. This is something that you're going to see on my page a lot because unfortunately, I've experienced a lot in that department. If you have experienced trauma from your mom, your dad, your aunt, uncle, sister, brother, whatever, understand that 9 times out of 10 and probably 10 times out of 10 it was passed down, and unfortunately that individual, whoever hurt you, or multiple individuals who have hurt you and your family, they chose to not be the better person. I'm pretty sure they did not appreciate how they were treated from their parents. I mean, a lot of people, they'll say like, oh, my mom and my dad, they worked, they paid the bills, and that shows that they love me. Now, providing for your children is something that you are obligated to do, or you will have CPS on your trail, okay? When you do something that you're obligated to do, that does not mean that you love that person. No, you have to do it. When you do something because you want to do it, that's different, okay? And we're not talking about keeping the baby, because that's women, that's y'all can, once that happens, that happens. But I'm talking about once the child is here, you have an obligation now, whether you want to or not. Again, unless you want the courts involved, you got to do what you got to do. But what most parents fail to do is love their children properly. They'll provide for them, they'll have that type of care, but the emotional support is drier than the desert, okay? It is dry, bone dry, thirsty, dying of thirst. And they don't give a damn. Like, they don't care. It's like, okay, well, again, you're accused of being sensitive or, overly emotional. You take too many things personal, and this new generation and all this other crap, instead of just becoming a better parent for your child. Instead of calling your children names and accusing them of things, why not challenge yourself to be a better parent? Oh, but that seems too much like right, huh? That seems too much like the right thing to do, right? And then what the other enablers and toxic people in the family love to say is, well, that's just how mom is. That's just how dad is. That's just how sister or brother is. Nobody wants to hold them accountable. And that's why they never change. So be the cycle breaker and make the change. So to piggyback off of my last video, and again, this is going to be a theme here because of my trauma experiences myself. Depending on your family dynamic is how I would advise you to go. This is just advice. I'm not saying you have to. This is just coaching, advice. If you have toxic family members, you need to really see, regardless of who the individual is, whether it's your mother, your father, your uncle, your sister, your brother, your niece, your nephew, whoever, you need to see and look into narcissism and see if any of those individuals, whether it's one or multiple, if they match up with being a narcissist. Okay? If that family member turns out to be a narcissist, it only takes, I believe, 9 traits, anywhere between 6 to 9 traits, I believe, and they would be qualified to be one. People love to say things like, oh, all these people are self-diagnosing, these people are not doctors, blah, blah. Shut up, because as long as you have a brain, okay, and you can read, and you saw, okay, you witnessed all this abuse, you went through it, it's you who went through this, and you can line it up with what they're saying makes a narcissist. You don't have to sit them down in front of a doctor. Again, if that's what you choose to do, go ahead, but trying to get a narcissist to actually go to therapy, good luck. So pick and choose who you want to listen to. But what I'm saying is that if you look at narcissism, and these people check off from 6 to 9 boxes on there, okay? Especially 9. I highly advise you to cut them off. Cold turkey altogether. Altogether. There's no amount of sorries. There's no amount of I won't do it again. There's no amount of okay, these are my boundaries. They don't care. They don't listen. They are out to hurt you. They are out to destroy you, destroy your character, destroy your image. They will lie to your entire family about you. And because most of your family members also have toxic individuals who raise them, they're all going to buy into it. They're all going to get on the dumb train. Choo choo, we're stupid. And they're going to believe everything that narcissist is accusing you of. And most of the time, there's more covert narcissists than overt. Covert is cover, overt, you're out there. The narcissists that I've encountered have all been covert. They smile and sweeten people's face, and then they will stab you in the back as soon as the door shut. So, yeah, cut them off. You know, it's really unfortunate that other people, I guess, have not taken a walk down the yellow brick road and got a brain. You know, because a smart person would know you should definitely make sure you check out both sides of a story before you just believe it. I even advocate that for me. I'm very open, honest, transparent because, again, once I've accepted my truth, no one can use it against me. Even if they tried, I'm going to just laugh you out and be like, okay, that's great. Because I've already accepted it. So I don't have a reason to lie. If things happen, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. But a narcissist will never want to be seen in a bad light. So it would always be the other person. It's always the other person. And again, because these other family members are probably toxic as hell, just as much as a narcissist. And if not, it's probably a whole party of narcissists in your family. Again, they're all going to get aboard the dumb train, the ignorant train, the stupid train, oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she did. I'm pretty sure that's what he did. Even though they don't even know your side of the story. They're just going to buy into what that covert narcissist is saying. Because flat out, they're dumb. And I'm telling you that. And I'm not laughing. They're really dumb. And that's why you should cut them off. Because people that are dedicated to being dumb, people that are dedicated to being stupid, people that are dedicated to never wanting to know the whole story, the whole picture, but they just eat up little bits and pieces of stupid soup, and they're content with that stupid soup, you should want nothing to do with them. Nothing. Okay? Because if they really loved and cared about you, they would say, yeah, Sarah, I can't believe your daughter did that. I can't believe my niece or my nephew did that. My brother or my sister did that. Whoever is hearing this narcissist talk about you. But I want to also talk to such and such because I need to figure out what's going on. Why is this happening? Like, why does this keep happening with y'all? That's what a smart person would do. But again, toxic people tend to be stupid. Okay? They're very good at manipulation, but common sense ain't common for them. And that's why I will forever call them dumb. Remove yourself from that toxicity. Because if you don't, it will consume you. It will break you. And that will give the narcissist exactly what they want. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle. If they're a narcissist and they've targeted you for years, they hate you. They would want to see nothing more than to see you suffer and for your character to be completely tarnished and burned. And I'm going to leave you with this last piece. If you are not mentally ready to cut your family off because you still love them, you still have some type of sympathy and remorse for your abuser, I really advise you to pray. I really feel sad for you. I do. Because it means you don't love yourself. You have to get to the point when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. If this particular family member or family members have shown you over and over and over again that they're not a safe place, that they're narcissistic or full-blown a narcissist, and they have no problem taking you down. They have no problem spreading smear campaigns against you, trying to get everyone around you to look at you as a monster or just this disrespectful person, they have no problem doing that to you. But here you are with your genuine loving heart, and you can't seem to separate and break away from that. I highly, highly, highly advise you to pray, meditate, like literally sit with yourself and reflect. Why am I going to tolerate this? How long am I willing to endure the pain and the suffering from these or this narcissist? Because most toxic family members, and again, I highly believe it, they're narcissists. Like, you have to be evil and wicked to inflict pain on someone that shares the same blood as you, over and over and over and over again. We all make mistakes, right? That's everyone's favorite line. We all make mistakes. Okay, so when does that mistake stop? Because if someone has documented, which I have, from the age of 8 or 9, and now they're like 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and the same BS is still going on from the same person or people, is this a mistake, or is this just something you just enjoy doing? It's just an habitual habit that you love to do. So don't keep accepting excuses. And if you are just going to just lay down like a dead thing in the middle of the road and keep accepting abuse, then deal with it and stop watching videos like this, because you're never going to help yourself. Cut them off.